Welcome to O.Chaplins Picks, where I need to watch movies like a zombie needs to eat brains. And I'm going to be talking about influencers from 2025. Before I get into it, let me introduce my co-host who you may or may not know. He goes by the name of Mikey.
Hey man, I haven't slept in 3 days. I'm Tony Montana. If you don't shut up, you're gonna say hello to my little friend.
And there you have it. So let's get into it. Influencers from 2025 is the sequel to Influencer from 2022. I saw the first movie on Shudder. I was a big fan of it. I thought it was really well done. My friend Tony recommended it to me. And it's a very simple story, the first Influencer. It's about a girl named Madison, played by Emily Tennant, who is Instagram famous, and she's traveling through Thailand. And she meets this other girl named CW, played by Cassandra Nod, who is this like free spirit kind of girl, and they somewhat become friends. But Madison is not aware of the nefarious intentions that CW has in store for her. Basically, CW leaves Madison stranded on an uninhabited island, and then she proceeds to steal her identity, her entire Instagram identity, her bank accounts, everything. And she does this utilizing AI and a lot of other things that she does using the computer. She talks to, her boyfriend through audio, so he doesn't actually see her, but he thinks he's talking to her because she's using a clone of the voice. And basically it's a very creepy movie, and it ends in a way that it did leave open for a sequel, but I wasn't exactly sure how they would do that. This time CW is in Paris, France, and she has a new girlfriend. It's a new character named Lisa. She's a French girl. You find out they've been together for a year. And it seems like she's kind of living this fairy tale life where she's living happily ever after and she's in love. Then things take a familiar turn when CW and Lisa meet a new influencer character named Charlotte, who is a British influencer. Charlotte comes off as very condescending right away, and she is starting to trigger jealous feelings in CW as Charlotte gets more and more involved in kind of inviting herself into CW and Lisa's relationship. CW's character lies to Charlotte and tricks her into going alone with her to this abandoned castle where she says she's going to do some photography for her Instagram page. Things take a very nefarious turn, and we see a very familiar situation as the first movie, where CW acquires an identity and is, posting through Charlotte's Instagram pretending to be Charlotte. I think the writer and director Curtis David Harbour is very talented. I really like his style, and I like his ideas. I think he really did a good job on creating the world of influencer and influencers. It's a very kind of dark, cold world where he utilizes social media a lot and just the things that people do to try to get social media fame, and also what the jealousy of someone who is a loner and kind of wants to live through someone else's life. He captures that very well. So this movie is very violent. It's got a lot of good gore in there, and it leads up to this finale that is just insane. The final sequence, it just goes bonkers, ape shit. CW just really is much more unhinged this time around in the sequel. I mean, we know that she has previous murders under her belt from the first influencer movie, so I think that kind of adds into how much more unhinged she is this time around. I mean, she just really does not give a fuck in this movie. She just goes completely crazy.
She just like those cockroaches. Once she's in your house, you can't get her out. Sorry, dude. This coke's really got me thinking that I'm Tony Montana.
It's a good point, Mike. Yeah, I agree. So I don't want to say too much about the plot because there is a lot of crazy, unexpected stuff that happens. But I want to say that Cassandra Nod really kills it as CW. Again, I think the CW character is very interesting and very watchable and very believable that she's a complete and total psychopath. And she kind of steals the show in these movies. I also really enjoy the soundtrack of these movies. The soundtrack of this movie was excellent. There's a lot of really good songs in there that I found myself shazamming. The way that this one ended, if they make a third one, CW's character is definitely going to be in a different situation after the way that this movie ended. So I'm going to give this movie 4 out of 5 brains. I never did a review for the first Influencer, but I would also give that 4 out of 5 brains. But I will say the first Influencer is slightly better just because the story is more simple, and I think it's just, you know, since it was a new world that I was introduced to, I didn't know what to expect. With the sequel, I knew a little bit what to expect because I knew how CW's character was, and I could definitely see some of the things coming. But there is still a lot of unpredictable stuff that happens. So I would definitely recommend Influencers. I think it's a very enjoyable film. I think you'll definitely enjoy Influencers if you like the first one. And I really like the world of these movies. And I really enjoy Cassandra Nod's performance as CW. And I also like the locations that they use for these films. You know, they use very exotic locations. There's a lot of really pretty scenery, and the movies are shot very well. Check out Influencers when you get a chance. And if you haven't seen the first one, Influencer, definitely see Influencer first and then see Influencers, because it is very much connected, and I think you could be a little bit lost if you see the sequel without seeing the first one. So thanks again for checking out O.Chaplins Picks, where I need to watch movies like a zombie needs to eat brains, and I'll see you guys next time.